Okay. Right. They are mighty heroes. This week minus it's the same as always. If you're tuning in to Sean's weekly adventure, the story never changes. But this week we're down Starboy and the Druid. But as always, they just sort of vanish into the ether and will reappear one day, and it's like nothing changed. Last time,
From the left path.
yeah, they took the road less traveled for a little while, and there's a branch. It'll bring them back. Last time we met Craig, Nick's new character. Do you want to take a moment and just explain a bit more about Craig?
Sure, yeah. Craig was a human from this area, the Olesian Empire, but he was around about 30 years ago, before he died. And then he was a necromancer's puppet for a while, but he doesn't remember any of that. He just woke up with his soul and his consciousness one day as if he never died, but he was a zombie.
And what class are you?
Ranger.
Gotcha. And that being a risen zombie in our fun undead labor society seems to be a problem for Lucas, the village steward. And he has gathered a small caravan, enough a wagon and a provisions like cart, and 4 horses in total. More like draft horses, not like riding or war horses, but just like beast of burden type deals. And enough provisions to last 7.5 people essentially for a month. So that is 24. 200. Well, let's say 250 rations and rations of water.
Craig doesn't eat or drink, so
yeah. But there's the goblins to think about,
for sure.
And yeah. So that is all. That is what Lucas has sort of gathered for you. So a cart, sort of covered wagon type deal, which is more to make it so that not everybody has to be walking at all times, especially if you have a slower walking speed. The sort of pull cart, which has all of the food supplies, some tents, just sort of like camping gear, to something to make a more comfortable camping attire. And I think that's it. The 4 horses and enough horse feed to last them until there's only about a week's worth of horse feed, to be honest. At little past dawn, the sun has only just started to arise. You all make your way down to the edge of town, where Lucas and a regiment, small retinue of bone soldiers are waiting for you. And he looks up at you guys as you approach and nods. So, you're all ready to travel deeper into the Empire? Ready.
I believe we are.
The next town is, if you take your time, about a week and a half. Most people, about a week. Let me warn you that you are on the outskirts of our empire and the roads aren't well guarded. bandits and just the wildlife of the road do wander. If you see bandits, murder them. We don't care for that type of ruffery.
Is there a bounty on bandits?
Bounty, no, but if you bring back any bodies, full usable bodies, and prove to the local steward how and why they were killed, and let me say that as somebody who's seen a handful of those, most people don't show up to the sheriff essentially and confess to murder that was wrong. We'd turn them into soldiers. So, it's unlikely the steward wouldn't believe you, especially with any points that you converting with the writs that I've given you.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like a bounty, there might be one a few towns down. I've heard of bandit problems in their area. I think the steward has put out a bounty, but that's more of a town by town, not an entire decree from on top, as one might say. The next town over is a town called Livingstone. Take you about a week to get there, about a month to get to Rufall at the heart. You're going to pass through the southern desert before you make it. So if you can find water in the more forested regions where we are, I recommend you save what you have for your journey. I don't know if any of you are able to conjure water. That was a specialty one of my friends in school had. She was invaluable in our time in the desert.
Yeah, conversion kind of not a big like yes, but kind of like nodding.
Yeah, he's sort of like thinking out loud. Doesn't even really look for a confirmation. He just sort of like drifts into a memory for a second and then continues laying out the groundwork. So if there is any real issue, or if this creature does turn on you like I half expect it to, please feel free to return and report back on if that is what happens. Here, if that is the case, and he pulls out from like his wizardly scholarly bag a bunch of parchment and a special little ink vial and pen, and he writes up a essentially what is happening of like, this is a creature that at least held a veil of life, but is undeniably a labor worker, and that like what you guys plan on doing. And he rolls it up, affixes his seal to it, and he hands it to Convergent, and he goes, bring that to the closest town should this creature turn on you and you have to defeat him. That way they believe you, as I've never seen anything like it, and I doubt they would believe you.
Very well.
If you showed up with a creature like that dead, I would take it that you murdered a farmhand, and murdering farmhands makes more farmhands, but that's maybe not the most use that we could make out of all of you.
I think we're pretty useful. Yep. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Yeah, that's all. Like, we get to kill stuff. I got like this nemesis I'd really like to like kill. So if we could get on the road.
Oh, yes, Sid. I would avoid him. I bet he is plotting your demise as we speak.
I'm gonna eat his entire face. And I don't mean that like as a joke. Like it's a sign of total disrespect to my clan of Kobold families.
Well then, you best be on your way because I'm sure this will be the first place he looks once he gathers his strength. Be safe. If you're ever
everybody else, and I'm like, do we need anything else, guys? I don't want to get rushed this, but we're good.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I'd watch that attitude, young man. And he awkwardly leaves with his bone boys who shuffle out. Right. So, does anybody here have? I will be generous and say at least animal handling, but land vehicle proficiency is honestly what I'm looking for.
I've got animal handling.
Conversion looks like it's your lucky day.
I've got a good animal handling. I don't have a proficiency.
You don't have a okay.
Sorry.
I have +6 there.
I really doubt that you are the best.
Yeah, I know.
I do have water vehicles, but not.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. You'd be great on a boat.
Yep,
great on a boat. We'll have a pirate arc at some point.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Duh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A good rower, you are. So Craig, you have. I will say, it's probably part of the flies that help. They sort of like whisper in the ear of the horses.
Yeah.
So
I also do have speak to animals.
Yeah, the horses oddly respond to you in a easier fashion than the maybe a bit more heavy-handed group that surrounds you.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody technically can be in heavy armor except for you, Craig.
Yeah,
I don't know actually, if he is, but he could be.
Once we get on the road, I'm gonna pull out that bag of 36 William coins and give it to them. I don't think I can spend these, but you can.
Okay.
So whoever wants, write down 36 William coins.
36 Squilliam coins?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, Squilliam coins.
No, I'm good.
Are these the same as the coins of the realm?
Yes.
Yeah, they're the green. They're the green coins of the realm. Yeah. Right. So with Craig, sort of the leader of the group who wants to and doing sort of like forward momentum of the horses, who wants to be on watch?
Shit, that's really what I should have done, actually.
Well, it's one of those.
Yeah.
I know. I'm very live on the road for a while, or
well, I should probably be on watch. I've got high perception.
Okay, so you and Carney then.
Sounds good.
So go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
I don't even have my dice out. Hold on 1 second.
Just Carney. I don't either. I left my box upstairs. That's fine.
Okay, I rolled a 12, and you said with advantage?
Yes, because Carney's just going to give you advantage. He's not going to roll.
Extra set of eyes.
He's using the aid action.
Okay. What's that? What's that give me? A 20 there, I guess?
Cool.
Yeah.
Tim Toothy and Jelly, you guys find that the back of the covered wagon is a pretty comfortable place and a good place to do a bit of sparring if it's only you two.
No shit.
You can just sort of like Jelly's sort of like boxing around you, fists up in the air. Like, oh, you can't get me, Tim. I'm too fast.
That's good. rip your little face off and eat it. I mean, turn on the intensity right now. That's way too hardcore.
Jelly, just like teeth bare, just screams a goblin war cry at you and leaps. Fade away. Gurk and Conversion, you guys keeping guard, or are you guys trying to find some place to sit? There's a place to sit inside the covered wagon. You might get Tim and Jelly to bump into you a few times. There's the back of the push cart where you could sit. Or keeping guard, essentially, as caravan guard positions, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what Gurk would be doing. He's done the long marches before. Yeah. He's an ex-soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, Conversion's not going to be very good at noticing things right now, but once
the sun is rising, it's not necessarily a sunny day, as it never is in this, as it never seems to be in this area of the world, but the sun has risen and it's a more clear day than previous. In the distance, you do see a dark cloud, but you're unclear if that will be something that approaches or just sort of coalesces in the later part of the day. But with a 20 perception check, and can I get an animal handling from Craig at the same time? Because the perception check is essentially today's watch in this first day of travel.
Oh yeah, 18.
Craig and Clarny, with Carney sitting, imagine like a seat with the reins. It's a double seat, so Craig and Clarny are there, and then perched on the seat behind them, there's not another seat, but like on the seat back is Carney, the goblin, who's just sort of like hanging on, like a kind of like Batman does a little bit, like on like city building edges. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's just the position Carney's in, and like the Overwatch position, just slightly tilting around like a periscope.
Perched, right?
Yeah, perched. Yeah. You guys have a goblin perch. We just got to find Carney and a sniper. So what did you get, Nick?
18.
18. The horses respond, no problems for the day, but no sudden bursts of speed either. You just sort of meander along at a decent pace and easily tick off the first day's travels in terms of distance. We just lose Trevor.
He's internet heavy.
Yep. Clarny, you see at most some wildlife as you pass by farms for a little while, and then you pass by that big forest that you guys had previously ventured into. And for most of the day, you are just rolling through essentially a single line path with forests lined on either side. At one point with a 20, you do catch a pack of wolves, probably a half dozen, 4 on one side of the forest, 2 on the other, that start following, and then they break off about 2 minutes after they follow, as Gurk and Conversion's patrols sort of wander close to them, and they scatter silently back into the forest. And that is the only events of the day. You guys find that there is, in this forested area, several places not far off the beaten path to set up camp and to tie the horses. Camp is made with little hassle. And what kind of watch would you guys like to set? What kind of watch rotation, so we don't have to kind of keep making watch every night? What?
I'm fine with. I only meditate 4 hours, but it's really meditate.
Oh, you got elf rules.
Yeah, the book says I have to sit and think about how I'm dead.
Go with time out.
Yeah.
And think about death. Same
incredible.
Wizards of the Coast. I also just sit around for 4 hours every evening thinking about death. Man, really reaching into my soul for that one. So do you want to take the last 4 or the first 4, bud?
I'll do first 4.
Okay. So Craig takes first watch. Who wants to take second watch? Oh, second and third. Craig takes the first 4, and then
I'll take the second.
Okay, conversion. We'll back you two up.
I think conversion could take the last 4.
Oh, that's right, because conversion's an elf. Look at you guys. Everybody else gets to sleep. Special elf powers. The goblins were like, cool, awesome, thanks. And they go crawl into like a piece of grass because that's literally the softest thing they've ever slept on. You all get your night's rest. Craig, first perception check, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's real good. 23.
23. With a 23, bud, it gets to be you spend a vast majority of
Before you go on, I don't have dark vision.
Wonderful. Well, there's probably a fire to warm yourselves and cook the meal. So, you spend your watch by the fire, which was my question of, do you have a fear of fire? Do you like fire? Are you comforted
cool
by
with
it?
Fire, yeah.
Cool with fire.
Seems fine.
Then you spend it just chilling by the fire. With a 23, it gets to be about 90% of the way through. You're beginning to think about waking up Conversion, shaking Conversion out of their meditation so that you can begin yours. And you swear you hear a stick break.
I mean, I'd pull an arrow on it. Right? Just shoot in that direction.
Roll a attack at disadvantage because you're shooting at nothing. You're shooting blind.
Not great. 12.
Arrow flies into the forest. You hear it silently. You, with a 23, I'm not going to make you roll again. I'd say you hear it slam into a tree.
I'll think hopefully I scared off whatever it was, and then just wake up and tell them about this.
Okay.
Okay. Do you point out where it is?
Yeah,
Where?
point to the direction.
All right.
Okay.
Easily enough. Just a ways in the forest. You're in a particularly small clearing. It looks like it's towards the southeast, where Craig points.
Okay.
If you need anything, I'll be right over here. Just thinking. Don't mind.
Okay.
Conversion who doesn't need light. Are you going to put out the fire or let it continue out to just ember?
I'll leave the fire burning.
All right.
But I will kind of like step out of the light a bit and look around, see if I can spot anything.
Go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch. We'll have this be your watch check as well.
Perception 16.
16. You spend the rest of your watch cautiously moving from tree shadow to tree shadow, doing perimeter watch, and you find no sign Eventually, you do find Craig's arrow pierced into the bark of a tree. Nothing shows for it. You can retrieve the arrow if you want.
Sure.
But nothing you see, and nobody to be found. Quiet
Okay.
watch.
Okay. Yeah, with a Twilight Cleric, I've got 300 foot dark
cool.
vision.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, nothing. There's plenty of sticks. Like, you break a few sticks on your route. You know, it's eventually you're going to do it in a 4-hour watch. But it's unclear whether some creature did it, a person. There's plenty of broken sticks around. You guys all wake up. The horses are roused, tied to their carriages, and the second day begins. Can I get perception at advantage from Clarny and a animal handling check from Craig?
I rolled a nat 20.
A nat 20.
Only got an 8.
With perception, that will be, with 25 total. Sorry.
With a and what did you get, Craig?
8.
8. So we'll get back to the natural 20 perception check as the front horses buck forward and begin a swift gallop. The Tim Toothy and Jelly and Carney. I'm gonna need Carney to roll a dexterity saving throw, actually, from his sniper post. But Tim Toothy and Jelly in the back are jostled into each other, and they topple into one another as the cart just begins hurtling forward.
He barely saved, by the way.
Love it. Can I get a or what do you plan on doing, Craig? What do you do in this scenario?
Yeah, if they're going crazy, I'm gonna grab the reins and try to get them to halt.
Go ahead and make me a strength saving throw as you pull with all your might to stop
20.
these horses. Natural 20
2.
with just a solid yank. You pull their muzzles up, and they rear to a stop. Dust and dirt is kicked up. Convergent and Girk, the back horses that were carrying the pull cart have kind of stopped and are confused, and they're looking around spooked. What do you guys want to do? Their lead horse is just pulled off about 100 feet forward.
Yerk wouldn't know what to do except grab reins and try and control them, but he knows that's going to be bad.
Well, do you do it?
Yeah, I'll try and grab reins.
Go ahead and make me an animal handling check. Or a athletics check.
That I can do.
Yeah, which is more of a grab and hold maneuver and less like caring what the horses think, and you're just like, you will have to pull me if you run.
So I got a 16 on the dice. +4 plus proficiency, so 22 22.
Yeah, the horses like try and yank and pull, but you just sort of like brace your arm, brace your legs, and hold position, and slowly pull them forward, hoofbeat by hoofbeat. It takes the better part of 20 minutes before you guys catch up to the forward cart, because the horses aren't particularly happy, but you are brute forcing them forward. You're like, nope, take a step. Come on. We're going. Bugbears, they're big.
I put some new art for him in chat.
Okay, I see that.
I am looking to see what spooked the horses in the lead cart.
All right.
And see if I can see anything.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
18.
18. You do see about 20 feet behind you in the woods with your 300-foot like dark vision, you see just the outline of the front face of a wolf.
Okay.
This one's not moving. It's watching you.
All right. We'll keep pace with the cart, but looking back at it, and try to see if I kind of like turn the head a little to the side, but keeping kind of eye contact. See if I can sweep like peripheral version side to side. Look for other ones. Be like, Girk, got a wolf back here.
You actually see no other eyes except that one. And as you pull back and like the Girk's pulling the horse forward and you pull back, you watch the head pull back into the brush and disappear. Clarny, with your natural 20 perception check, you're kind of, with the horse being pulled forward, you didn't see the horse, but you have this unbearable feeling of being watched. And it persists throughout the rest of the day. That you're being watched. That's what a natural 20 gets you.
I expressed to the group that I feel like, regardless of these wolves, I feel like we're being watched otherwise.
You're always being watched. You're in William's country.
Second night's camp is struck. This time in a bit more of an open clearing. You can readily see the road. There's only maybe 2 or 3 trees between you and the road.
They're more light when we go to sleep or when we get up. Because we might want to switch watches.
I think it's 6 to 5, half a dozen the other.
Yeah.
A dawn. Convergent might want to take the night one because it's closer to twilight, but that's more of a flavor.
Yeah.
More of a flavor decision, less of an actual sort of like. On the same side of that coin,
I want to meditate at twilight.
I want to meditate at twilight. Exactly. So, once again, I think it's just a dealer's choice at that point. Anything you guys want to do in camp this evening? Is somebody keeping track of rations? I'm appointing somebody to do that out of you guys. Somebody raise a hand before I declare a tribute.
Tim would not be good.
Yeah, not Tim. Tim shouldn't be in charge of the food.
Conversion will do that.
All right, so at this point you have 238 and 238. Well, oh no, that's one person. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. 6 times 2 is 12. So 238. 238 each. Of food and water. And just every day for every person. Take it down. It's a lot of like turkeys, berries, nuts. There's a lot of bread. A lot of like hard tack bread. But it's good. The goblins seem to have a knack of finding squirrels and rabbits and small mice and small birds. So you can easily sort of cook that and make some sort of stew with the rations you've got. So there is a bit of variety in your meals.
Before bed, I would like to cast Speak with Animals. And approach the horses.
Hi.
What happened this morning?
You pulled hard, man. Yeah, you spooked us. We saw something in the forest, and you pulled really hard, and we were already scared, so we just ran.
I apologize.
A gentler touch is just sometimes what you need.
Indeed, I should watch my actions more.
We all need to watch our actions. This is. We'll be honest with you. We were listening when that big guy was talking, the sort of like robed looking guy. We've never been so far away from home. We're usually just plowing fields. So, if you could take care of us, that would be great.
Indeed. Do my best to protect you. Are you good and fed?
Yeah, we've been nibbling on grass for the better part of a half an hour now. We got the weird green one with the teeth. That one, those ones water us all the time.
Yes. Feel free to nuzzle me if you ever need something.
Oh, well, it's just a big nose, just sort of like nuzzles you. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice.
Right. Sorry about the flies. You have a good sleep, horses.
We're used to flies. We're horses.
Indeed.
First watch. Unless there's anything else. Anybody else want to do something in camp before watches begin? Okay.
Do we have any kind of like for the water? Do we have like a barrel or something?
Yeah. It's probably about 3 to 5 barrels is what it's being kept
awesome.
The foods are in a lot of like sackcloths. The jerky is being kept in boxes that are lined with salt paper.
Okay.
Very like caravan style ration display. Hi, Craig, give me a perception check, buddy.
Come on, I got a 8. No, it's an 11.
An 11. Your watch passes by you without any problem, any hassle. You're very on guard, and you're probably paranoid, depending on how you want to play your character. But
yeah, totally. I think somebody saw this.
But nothing happens, and watch passes over without issue.
I'll wake up Convergent.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened.
All right.
I love these talks. I'll go meditate.
Convergent.
Okay. Yep. Gonna put on armor and we'll do this usual step out of the light and watch the tree line and see if the wolves are following us or if something else is out there. And I got an 11.
An 11. Nothing. What I will note that I could have mentioned for Craig's as well is that while nothing happens, you are probably equally as paranoid. The moon is about 3/4. It looks like sometime in the next probably 4 to 5 days will be a full moon. Just something of note in the area. So it's while dark in this particularly more open place you guys have camped out, the moonlight beams down and pretty much gives dim to bright light anywhere there isn't trees. Second watch passes though, without issue. Third day rises. You guys have been making pretty decent time. If you might, if you continue at this pace, you think that you, Craig in particular, knowing the region, thinks that you could make it to Livingstone by the end of the next day, by the end of the 4th day, if you continue making good time.
Okay.
Third day's travel. Anything you guys would like to do on the third day's travel? You guys, by the way, haven't seen another person at all. There's nobody traveling between these towns.
There used to be.
Out here wasn't even part of the kingdom.
Okay.
You are in the Wild West of the Elysian Empire. Like the kingdom was a rather small consolidated kingdom. The king held a firm power on maybe something that on one side bordered the Great Desert. The kingdom didn't expand into the desert. It used it as a natural border. And there's a mountain range on another side and an ocean on another, is what you understand is how the kingdom protected itself from foreign adversaries, is it's on three sides covered by natural land barriers.
And they built the wall on the other.
And they built a wall on the other side.
Sure.
Not this wall though. This wall is a new creation. There's a more sort of like Great Wall of China style wall with like grand stone. It's much smaller, and it stands on the edge of the original kingdom. You don't know if it's being used anymore. It's unclear where that stands right now because it's probably deep within their own territory at this point.
So are we gonna have to go through that wall to get to the...
No.
Okay.
No, that's on the original kingdom's western border, and you'll be coming through the north, which houses the Great Desert. So the northern border was the Great Desert. The eastern border is an ocean. The southern border is a mountain range. And the western border held a wall that spanned from the desert to the mountain range. And that was the natural borders of the kingdom.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we have to go across the desert to get to the where the old kingdom was.
Which at the center of the kingdom houses the capital of Rufal.
Okay.
Fun geography lesson. Boop, boop, boop. Third day, I got distracted. Third day's travels. Is there anything anybody would like to do?
I would like to talk to Clarny.
He sits right next to you almost all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am right here, sir.
Clarny, do you plan to hand me to William?
As far as I know, that is not the plan.
What are we doing?
I'm not certain.
Okay. I just think that they're going to want to experiment on me.
We will do our best to not allow that.
Trust you. Then I don't say a word for the rest of the night.
Okay. Anything else, anybody?
Nada from the big guy.
Right, then can I get an animal handling check from Craig and a perception check at advantage from Clarny?
Jelly have been reading this whole time?
Yeah, you want to give? Yeah, sure. That's up to Trevor, Tim. Because what does Tim do while Jelly reads?
Slaps a book out of him.
That's exactly what I figured would happen. Yes, they start fighting again, and we move right along. Jelly will never read that book. Over Tim's dead body, will Jelly read that book?
As soon as I learn to read, I'm getting it.
It's a jealousy thing.
I that in my head and my heart.
Yeah. Yeah, animal handling check from Craig. Advantage perception from Clarny. 21. Nice. A good day. Over a 20 is what I'm looking for to get good, really good time on a day.
I no joke rolled another 20, and that's 25.
You once again have the feeling that you're being watched. You can't shake it. Nothing in particular really shows itself. There's wildlife in the area, but it's this feeling that the trees are watching you. Essentially, you know, it's that feeling you get when walking through a forest at night. Though it's an overcast, gray day.
That feeling you get when you back up.
Love it. Third night comes. Anything you guys want to do at camp setup? You guys feel like you made really good time. That you probably make it to Livingstone the next day.
Well, guys, we haven't fought anything. I'm really bummed out. I'm about to just start screaming.
You've been fighting Jelly, to be fair.
Yeah, it doesn't satisfy me. I have to hold back so much.
Jelly and just sort of like pouts. You can really fight. You can really fight me. I can take it, Tim.
Well, if I really get into it, I'm gonna kill you. I just won't stop. I just black out.
Well, I mean, what if I got you, Tim? What if have you ever even thought of that? What if I got you?
I don't think about losing ever. That's the key thing, Jelly. That's what I'm trying to teach you.
Oh man, I got a lot to learn.
Initiative.
And Tim and Jelly go at it and just punch each other for the next like 30 minutes. And really tire themselves out. And by the time it's over, like Jelly's got her tiny hands around Tim's throat, but he's basketball pushing her down. And they both sort of like fall asleep in that pose.
Perfect.
In each other's arms.
Amazing.
Anything else? Anything from the rest of the gang they want to do in tonight's camp? Okay, first watch.
11.
Craig, you probably trust the least out of anybody what's going on right now.
Totally.
This whole caravan south. You take some time to think about it. It's murky. It's not all the memories easily come back, but you think about what was out here. This area was just like I said earlier, essentially a Wild West. Legends were made out here. You'd heard of Livingstone. It was a very small town. The King's Law never really made its way out there, you'd heard. It was a place where ruffians and vagabonds went to make money and make their names known. It was about the farthest settlement of the kingdom's people to make it out of the kingdom. It was not necessarily a colony as it wasn't state sanctioned, but a place nonetheless. But nothing in particular happens. You just take this time to think about the area you're about to travel into. Convergent.
All right. Got an 11 again.
11s for days.
It's all 11s.
We're all rolling the same thing.
Convergent. The moon, when the clouds break in places, the moonlight scatters down. It's about 2 to 3 in the morning, like the deepest of night. And you hear a blood-curdling scream from down the road. Farther towards the way you were heading, not where you had come from. A young man screaming for help. In the distance, but close enough to hear it. Not loud enough to really wake up anybody else, but you hear it. It like echoes off the trees.
Okay. I will go ahead and wake up. Would I actually wake up?
You hear it echoes again. Help me, help me. I don't want to scream, but it's like a blood curdling, like scared and alone scream.
Okay. I will wake up Tim.
Yeah.
Tim, you've been in for a fight. Somebody's calling for help.
And it's pretty easy to hear just this cry for help in the distance.
I just grabbed Jelly and we're fucking full on sprinting.
Okay.
Anime style. I'm holding Jelly, Naruto running.
Yeah. Arms behind you, head leaned forward. Tim, you it takes you about 45 seconds to come in contact with the guy screaming. Convergent, are you going to wake up everybody else's Tim and Jelly?
I'll wake up Clarny and start following after Tim.
I mean, Craig and Girk make Constitution say. Craig, you're just meditating.
I would.
You get up. Girk, I feel like you might sleep through a battle if you were given a chance. So go ahead and make it.
I rolled a 15.
You wake up. You like you're groggily. Like, what's going on?
Does this sound like it's within 600 feet of me?
Yeah, it's within 600 feet of you.
I want to fire just to the left of it.
Oh, dude, there's trees.
Sure.
Trees upon trees in the way.
Yeah, I'm a sharpshooter. I have good ear perception. It might go in a tree, but I'm going to try either way.
Okay. Take a shot in that direction, buddy.
Right. Disadvantage.
I don't know what forests look like in Oklahoma, but in Maine, there's a ton. You just berries into a tree.
Yeah, I got a 12.
You get about like 20 feet into a forest, then you've lost line of sight. But Tim Toothy, everybody's getting up at camp. Convergent and Clarny and Carney are like making their way towards.
Yeah, I was gonna say my intention was wake up Clarny, tell him to wake the others, and then chase after Tim.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. So Tim Toothy and Jelly have bolted forward. Convergent's about a round behind. And everybody else is getting up and will be a round or two behind Convergent. Just in terms of a timing is how I think of things.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Toothy, you about 300 or so feet down the road, you begin to see about 60 feet. You're a human. We'll say 60 feet with the moonlight. You see him running down the road. A young teenage boy, like he scuffed up knees, blood on his face, like smeared on his limbs. He's wearing like a white linen shirt with a brown vest and like trouser pants. And he's running, screaming for help down the road. Like he stumbles onto his hands and knees, scrapes his hands and legs, gets back up and continues running. And he's looking behind him like something might be chasing him. He hasn't even noticed you yet.
I'm coming for you, little boy. I mean, I'm coming to save you, little man.
And you guys like collide into one another and he like falls into your arms. Oh, thank you. It's my family. I think they're. Oh my god! And like he just has a full breakdown in your arms.
I don't know how to help you out through your personal problems. I'm dealing with my own. Stay here. And I'm gonna just run and try and find the source of object to murder.
There is nothing immediately chasing him, and he wait. I think it's ghouls. They've eaten my family.
Can I do a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 14 plus 3, 17.
You look around. There's just this kid.
Oh, you take me for a buffoon. I'm gonna do an insight check.
Okay.
It's not close to you. I rolled an 8 plus. Let's see. 8, 11.
I mean, this kid's family's dead, dude. He's like, you see it in his eyes. There is trauma, recent trauma, and he has run for his life.
Well, kid, I could see pretty good, and I didn't see shit, so I don't know what's going on.
Our caravan, it's in a clearing. I don't know. About 5 minutes that way. I have been running for a while. I just kept running and screaming until I saw you're the first person I've seen. I didn't think there'd be anybody, but I hoped. And then he like realizes there's what's that? And Jelly goes, hi, I'll punch you if you act like, okay.
Jelly, just keep your eye on him.
And Jelly like walks up real close and puts the side of her eye on the kid, who's like cringing but doesn't want to get punched because he's a kid with 1 hit point.
It's just a child.
Yeah, it's like a maybe a 14-year-old kid. Like a 14-year-old teenage boy. It's a freshman in high school. Convergent at this point pulls up, and everybody else is quickly pulling in behind, unless anybody wanted to stay back at camp.
I would have stayed with the horses.
Yeah, I feel like I would have as well.
Okay. So those two are so it's just Clarny.
But I'm keeping a big ear open and a arrow knocked.
You hear conversation in the distance as like it echoes through the forest back at you, but you can't pick anything up. But you're keeping watch to make sure nothing comes after the horses. Convergent, at this point you pull up and you've gathered the gist that this kid was attacked in some way, shape, or form. Clarny the same. What would you guys like to do?
Look at the others like, do we go check it out?
Should maybe go investigate?
Yeah, they might have stuff. That'd be kind of cool. This kid's family died. I don't know if you are into that whole take on his problems, but I'm sure not. I told him I'm dealing with my own stuff. So but I just want to kill some guys. It's been like 3 days.
I mean, and you didn't even kill anything. He got away.
Yeah, I almost killed this kid. I thought about it.
What?
I didn't think you were a kid at first.
Oh, okay. He sniffed a little bit.
How many things did you see?
There was one very creepy thing. It killed our horses, and it had weird arms. And it had a lot of tiny things with it. And they like hooked on. It reminded me of ghoul stories that my mother used to tell me. But I thought they were fake.
What do you mean hooked on?
I didn't really look. They like they were small and they attached themselves to the limbs. And he's
That's
like, yeah, at this point, he's like breaking down. You tears. And he stops responding and just kind of has
look at the others and like, Arcana check to see if that sounds even actually anything like ghouls.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead. Yeah, Arcana or religion. It's
18.
Ghouls are undead. So it's up to you. 18. Now, ghoul in particular, this might not be, but ghoul can be a broad term, and you are in a foreign land. Your definition of ghoul, this is not, though.
Okay, it's not the classic ghoul.
Yeah.
Undead ghoul.
Okay. Not that I would say.
It's not that.
I have an idea of ghoul, but it's not that. Let me look up what an actual 5e ghoul is.
Yeah. So,
you know, the only problem is the long arms that he explained. That's the sticking point that you have. Eating people, MO. Attacking if near a desecrated cemetery or something, that's a ghoul. Long arms.
Or like a zombie.
Long arms.
But they've also got weird undead here, so.
And the sort of like little things, you're unclear what those are. Definitely not ghouls, but maybe he's just using the word as a catch-all. It's unclear.
Okay. All right.
Both of you, as you are both wisdom classes, go ahead and make insight checks on this kid.
11.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18.
18. You know, with Convergence questioning, he's completely broken down. Like all the resolve and adrenaline. Now that a couple minutes of talking has gone by and like the adrenaline has pumped out of his system, he seems to just go selectively mute and just is looking around wide-eyed.
Medicine check. He's in shock. He's going into shock.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead and make a medicine check. Kind of walk up and inspect his pupils and whatnot.
Yeah, 20.
A 20? His eyes are flitting back and forth pretty fast. His heart rate is spiked. It could be shock. What do you guys want to do? Tim Toothy's at this point looking to either kill the kid or kill one of you, I think.
It's freaking me out, guys. I don't know. He seems pretty all right, but I think he's just super upset about his. Damn. I get it. I got an enemy.
All right. So we got 3 choices. We can all go back to our camp. We can all go back to his camp. Or we can split up and some of us go to his camp, some of us go to our camp.
If you could save some of my family, if they're still alive, and he just goes silent.
That was selective. Well, is there stuff to kill? Then I'm gonna kill it, because honestly, I'm getting a anger arousal right now.
Yep.
I gotta go punch this one out, guys. I'll meet you back in like 5 minutes. and I'm gonna go look for the source. Hey, kid, point me out in the direction of
He points down the road. He's like, "It's the first big clearing you'll come to. There might still be a fire."
Well, actually, I think it would probably be best to tell our teammates because I got to set a good role model. I can't just go off solo.
Jelly's already about, I don't know, 15 feet in that direction and turns around and goes, "Oh, we're gonna. Oh, okay then." And she walks back to you.
Yeah, see, I gotta
right.
watch after this little one.
All right, let's get back to our camp. Then we can go see what's up.
No, you guys walk back. Craig and Girk, you guys see this young, terrified, tear-streaked, red-faced teenage boy.
Ah, fate kid.
Yes, he is a fake kid.
Can I insight check this little boy?
Yeah, he's crying, like tears silently coming down his cheeks.
21.
21. You also believe him. He looks like a trauma-stricken kid.
What happened to this kid?
Dead parents.
Classic.
Their campsite's a few minutes down the road, not far from.
Did you kill their parents?
No, not this time.
Shame.
Trying to. I almost ran off. Jelly was halfway down the road before I was like, "We gotta kill the teammates."
Pull out a short sword. I hand it to the kid. And I say, "Pick your head up. We will avenge your parents."
Okay. Are we gonna go now?
Yes.
Okay. And he like slides the sword into one of his belt loops. Okay, let's go. Sniffles, rubs his nose, nods his head. Kirk, go ahead and make an insight check. You're not the smartest individual.
Nope.
But you do these certain things. And we'll see if you notice.
Insight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. Yeah, I'm around the 4 range
Oh
on
my
the
God.
insight. I rolled a 6 on my intelligence, so
That's
It's
so
not
low. You
intelligence,
probably
it's
think he's
wisdom.
the devil. No,
It's
it's
wisdom.
intelligent. Yeah, it's wisdom.
Oh,
It's
wisdom? Oh, my bad. Oh, that's-
Insight's a wisdom roll.
that's only -1, so it's still a 5.
Yeah, that kid. Wow, he's upset. You've seen families killed, goblins.
I've killed families.
Yeah.
I'm a bugbear.
Shit,
happens.
kids. Buck up. I get a new family. I don't know.
The orphanage. Come on, man.
Anyways, what do you guys want to do? What's the marching order? Are you leaving anybody? The horses, I'm not going to murder your horses with like wildlife while you're gone. I'm not a cruel man.
And then you go, "Pranked ya."
Yeah. You get back, those wolves that have been following you are like, you walked away.
Suckers.
You fell for it.
That just means wolves pulling our cart.
I'm gonna stay in the back of the group with the kid. Tell it, you stay beside me, and if something approaches, you swing. Watch our back.
He nods. So you all roll out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll take a break. We'll take a break right there then.
Wait,
Sounds good.
We'll be back.
So we return. This is our marching order as the group sort of hurriedly runs down the road. You guys eventually take a slight turn. The main road continues to the south, and this one sort of branches off into the forest. And in the distance, you see what looks like a well-maintained campsite. And this road looks pretty well-maintained. It looks like either a set campsite that people stay in all the time. From this distance, it's hard to tell, or just a well-maintained pit stop for caravans. There are trade caravans that come all the way out to the edge of the empire. A slight fire. The embers still can be seen in the distance. That's a very roaring fire, but I can't. It's smaller. I can't do it.
I'm gonna do. Can I do a survival check to look for traps in any like sort of struggle and fight?
Well, as you approach, can I get a perception check from everybody?
Oh yeah.
Before that, I will say to the kid, if this is an ambush, I will relieve you of your Adam's apple.
I got a 21 on my perception.
Okay.
I did not roll a 20.
Okay.
Rolled a 18.
14.
So
17.
Just say below 10.
as you approach and you look into this campsite, you see on the other side of the fire this tall, probably a bit shorter than Gurk, admittedly, humanoid-esque creature just spearing down into a body, pulling a limb and chewing on it.
Ooh, it's dinner time.
Behind it is a tipped over and ransacked caravan. There are several tents. There's 3 tents around this place that look relatively newly set up. What would you guys like to do? I'll kind of like turn it. The creature doesn't seem to have noticed you.
I'm just waiting for somebody else to do something, and then I will release it.
I'm gonna straight up sprint at it and tackle it.
Yep, I figured. What do you want to do? Conversion is Jelly and Tim book it in.
Oh, I'd like to throw jelly at its face.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that then. We'll have that be your action, as really you'll only make it like just inside the camp.
Can I get advantage since I've been doing it literally for 3 days straight?
No.
No.
I do not believe you are proficient in goblin tossing.
One of these days.
One of these goals. With true training, we might add that to proficiency. What are you up to, Conversion? Craig, you'll shoot.
I was about to do something, but
I'm gonna wait until the jelly is on the goblin or on the thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. You are part of this sort of like opening round of Halo Fire. As like Tim runs in with a war cry, an arrow will be released. Gurk, are you also just gonna like chase after Tim Toothy?
I can see it now. Like Conversion, like looks over his shoulder towards Craig and Gurk to make sure they're ready. And like as he does that, he hears Tim run off, and you can see the look on what little you can see of his face. see the look of crap.
Mm-hmm. Clarny and Carney, what are you guys doing? In this just instant moment. Yeah, this is readying before combat time.
I'm gonna kind of step up a bit. Right? Am I already up in the front there?
Yeah, you are not counting Tim.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Tim's up there. Yeah. Go ahead and pull me up a little bit. Can I kind of get behind those pikes there? Yeah. Just like to the right.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah. Right there. And then have Carney kind of like just like scatter up there with me, like kind of scrambling.
You got it. Shields out.
Yeah, he's at the ready.
So I have to look something up real quick. Girk, what are you up to, bud?
I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I'm gonna follow Tim, and I can tell his. I know what his intentions are.
We'll say you make it right there. Something to note as you and Tim Toothy, if Tim Toothy notices these types of things, the gate looks like it was it usually is closed and has been pushed open. Okay. Jelly. Tim Toothy throw jelly. That is first action that happens right now. Jelly gets yeeted.
Strength roll.
Right.
Gonna be
It'd be a strength. Yeah, just a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah. Just making sure it wasn't athletics or anything.
D20
It's
plus.
gonna be 18.
18. Yeah,
We gotta get Jelly a harness to give you like a plus to throw.
That does hit. Jelly lands on top of the creature, like on its head. It's got like a long neck that leers down, and Jelly's now straddling on top of it. Craig, take your shot.
Do I have advantage?
No,
Not a surprise.
it's not a surprise.
All right. Great. Dope. 22.
22 hits.
Okay. Make a DC 14 strength save. I'm gonna roll my damage.
I rolled a 15.
Fuck. Okay. Well, you take 6 damage. That's me.
Sorry, buddy.
I was about to pull you into that fire, bro. I was so excited.
You're so excited for it. Sorry, buddy. It looks like he buries one of his long arms into the ground and holds himself into place.
As the
He's
flies try to pull him.
He is a strong creature. Roll initiative, guys.
Dad, what's your dex?
Actually rolled fairly well.
Jelly's dex is 2. How about that she went on your turn?
Yeah, she goes on your turn.
No, I got a 21 also.
Oh, yes, Chad with his dex.
Oh, Chad.
My dex.
No, it was 21 at first, and then it switched. That's what I was asking.
Oh, 21's from our last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Okay. First up, Tim Toothy.
I'm gonna keep on sprinting.
30 puts you in melee.
I'm gonna grapple it.
Okay, go right ahead and make opposed strength checks.
Wait, aren't you supposed to attack and you get to grapple as a bonus action, Trevor?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. So you're gonna make an attack against him.
It's gonna be a natural 18. Damn.
Nice. Yeah, that hits.
So doop. Ooh, it's not a whole lot of damage. 2 plus 1d6 cold as well. So 6, thank God. 6 cold damage. Then do I add anything to my punch damage? Right.
Just the strength.
Yeah, that's right. 5 physical.
You got it. Ice sort of ripples along its fleshy, rotten body. It definitely has an undead nature to it.
Creepy.
Bonus action, grapple.
Grapple, okay. Opposed.
That's a natural 19.
Nice.
Plus 3, 21.
Yep.
Or 22.
You have it grappled.
Oh. What's up?
Grapple. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn. Jelly is gonna grapple it too.
Okay.
Face.
Grapple its face.
Yeah. She rolled a 7 plus 2.
He shakes his neck and takes her off.
All right, you gotta hook the legs. Hook the legs, Jelly. Boom. You got this.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn.
The end of your turn comes Conversion.
All right. I will move up. Should be able to get within 120 feet.
Oh, yeah, you're within 120 feet back where you're standing, but it is quite ways.
Go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, go right ahead.
And 23.
That hits.
All right. And 46. $16.
15. You got it.
18.
Oh, 18. A bolt of radiant energy slams into this creature that Tim has holded, and it has a glitter bomb appears, and the next attack against it has advantage. Anything else, Conversion?
No.
Okay. I need to real quick make something. Search. I needed a rat. Because on 20, the kid winks at you.
Yeah.
And transforms into a rat.
Into a rat?
Into a rat.
A little rat?
A little rat. And
Okay.
starts to scurry away.
I'm gonna hit
Oh my god.
Does he absorb all of his stuff he's got?
He does. He absorbs everything. It's literally the scene from Harry Potter where he like winks at you with a little like driving of like all of the trauma disappears in an instant. And the sinking, horrible feeling you realize you've been had.
Right.
And he turns into a rat.
I'm gonna hit this rat with my reaction. I
Go
got
right
a
ahead
natural
and try
19.
A natural 19, yeah, that hits. The kid's gonna reappear. I'm
whacking it with my bow.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
so it's gonna do at least 1 damage there. Plus 4 for my, or would it be my dex or strength?
Be your strength.
Then it'd just be 1 damage.
Yeah, so it is 1 damage. Let's see if Rat 5e has more than 1 hit point. Let's look it up. Hold up. Let's look it up in D&D Beyond. Rat. 1 hit point.
All right, cool.
The kid continues running as a kid.
For sure.
But
can't hide as easy as a kid.
Can't hide as easy as a kid. 100%. And he's going to use his action to double move into the forest, which is kind of difficult. It's not good terrain, but he's up there now.
For sure.
At the same moment, Tim Toothy, in your rage and lust, you didn't notice all of the guys hiding who come out of hiding. They were very well hidden. And they all just sort of like walk out of the trees to attack you. This one in particular is holding in one hand a sword and the other hand a green rod that has a green crystal glowing on top of it. Those two are going to try and... No, come on. Those two are going to try and pull you off of the ghoul. Can I get opposed athletics checks? 2 of them, please.
Stay on that.
First one's going to be 18.
You shoulder the first one back. He only rolled a 16. And then your second one?
Second one's a natural 18 plus 5.
The second one rolled a 2.
24.
So he didn't do great. But they tried to pull you off. And you're momentarily distracted, though.
I'm like biting at their faces, like primally.
This
also.
Didn't go well. All of my guys are actually in the slot between Conversion and Clarny. So next is the ghoul.
Nice.
Next is the ghoul who, with his attack, in that just quick moment, actually, at the start of his turn, I need both Jelly and Tim Toothy to make wisdom saving throws when the ghoul's turn starts.
Okay, so not yet.
No, right now. It's the ghoul's turn right now. Yeah.
I rolled a natural 17 plus
That's good.
18.
Yep, that's good. And Jelly
rolled
saving throw?
a 19.
Nice.
Dude, I'm pulling out.
You're pulling it out.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You feel just this dread emanating from this creature. But both you and Jelly shake it off. The creature rears back with his sharp, pointy arms, and you watch as it like he doesn't like stab it towards you. The arm literally like elongates at speed towards your chest.
Jeez.
He's gonna roll to hit you. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Yes. So you take 18 points of piercing damage, and you're the one that's now grappled. As his arm just pierces through you. Now you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's not so good. That's a 5.
A 5. You take another 12 points of psychic damage. And you are now, well, you were already there. So you're already grappled and pulled base to base. The arm like reels you in like chest to chest with this very creepy creature. I'll kind of like zoom in so you can see it a bit better. You're now like looking up at this thing's creepy head. It's like almost doll-esque face, no emotion, just looks down at you, and a bit of spittle drops down onto your face. Its eyes, for just a quick second, glow the same green as the rod the one of the bandits has.
Oof. That made Tim mad.
That's his turn. Next up is the ghoulings, which you haven't seen yet, who 2 of them burst out of this corpse. Like chest burster style, 2 of them. And they leap on and attack you. One will attack you and one will attack Jelly, actually. They have advantage because they have pack tactics. An 18 to hit you, Tim Toothy.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And a natural 20 on Jelly. So on you, Tim Toothy, there's a 10. You take 9 points of piercing damage, and this creature is now attached to your arm. You just have this bulbous, I'll zoom in on him, this bulbous, fanged creature attached to your arm.
Oh, Tim is down.
Tim is down.
No.
The creature starts to like burrow into your skin. It's still visible. It's not in your skin, but it looks like it's going to try and like get inside you. Jelly takes 14 points of piercing damage.
Jelly's still good.
Jelly's still good. Jelly also has that creature attached to him. That's the ghouling's turn. Next up is Clarny. Yeah, that's rough. The initiative didn't paint Tim well with his running in.
Nope.
Clarny,
Okay, let's move. Can I move up to the left of, like, kind of in front of Convergent there?
Yep. Easily.
Like, kind of like peeking around the corner.
Yep. Yeah, we can have you like right there.
Yeah. And then let me kind of see the squares we're looking at here. They're about 5 feet, right? Like,
Yeah,
normal.
they're all 5 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. 50.
So-
You're
so
about
I'm about
60-ish feet. Yeah, you're about
okay.
50 to 60 feet away. The dim light of the campfire. Ooh, can I wait? Nice. Okay. Look at that. It's still embers. So it's still lit.
Okay, I'm gonna. How many? Can I see what we've got over there? Like what my targets are?
Maybe you know what? Maybe that fire was actually better.
Yeah, that actually could help. Okay.
Yeah, you've got in your line of sight. The trap has been sprung. You all kind of realize that you've been had. You see a couple bandits above Tim Toothy's body. You see the large creature pulling, beginning to pull out the its spear arm and looking down at it. Its face not changing. The little ones are a bit hard to see at this distance, but, doable. You see Jelly hanging on for dear life on the top of this creature.
So which one? Okay, which creature is Jelly on? He's on the large guy.
Yeah, he's on the large. There's
is he a target of mine?
Yep.
I'm going to guiding bolt of that large guy.
You have advantage on that.
Even better.
From a previous guiding bolt.
Okay, that was 17.
17 hits. 17 hits.
And then let me do the damage. It's going to be 15 damage.
Cool. He is once again another radiant bolt streaks hit it, leaves it in a glitter bomb. The next attack has advantage on it. What would you like Carney to do?
Carney's just gonna hold back. Well, he's gonna run up, kind of like next to behind me, next to Virgin there. Perfect, just like that.
You got it. Okay. Next up, Craig.
Craig is within 90 feet of that humanoid.
Yes.
He will hunter's mark him. The first one closest to him.
Yeah, you're within 90 feet. The big one or
No.
one of the
No, one of the people.
the people. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, people. You got it. Yeah, he's hunter's marked.
Yep. And then I'll fire at him.
A red arrow appears above him.
With a, I didn't say sharpshooter, so I'm not gonna apply it.
Gotta call that
So
dice roll.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's originally 6 piercing, but my bugs are also gonna add 1 to that. 7 piercing. Hunter's Mark's just piercing as well, right? It just adds on top of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a D6 on top.
All right. 7 plus 6.
An arrow just buries itself in this dude's skull.
Wait, and I'll move my Hunter's Mark my next turn.
Just right through the dome, and he hits the ground. Craig, any movement?
I will scoot up 15 feet.
Cool. Kirk.
Can't reach anyone, can I?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, 30 feet brings you there.
Use that bugbear reach.
I said it's not 25 feet though.
You can double move.
Nope.
Get yourself into melee.
Nope.
You have
Okay.
javelins, right? You picked up javelins, didn't you?
Yeah, I get javelins, but I'm not going to use them.
Okay. You're just. Do you want to take the dodge action?
I will ready an attack.
Okay.
For anything that gets within 10 feet of me that's
Okay.
hostile.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Can you be a little specific about?
He said hostile.
He said hostile. He said
Okay.
hostile. Conversion walks up and catches an axe.
Decapitated.
Back to the top, Tim Toothy. Make a death save, buddy. Oh, actually, you lose one instantly.
Oh, nice.
Which you still have to
That's
make.
going to be a
Oh, no. That's a lie. It happens on the ghouling's turn.
Okay. Oh, shit. That's a 12.
A 12 is a success. So you have 1 success and 0 fails.
Sick.
Jelly's still kicking. You got Jelly's still on top, right, and technically has the creature grappled.
Sick. Would Jelly notice me going unconscious?
Yeah, Jelly watches you like cartoonishly fall to the ground, arms splayed.
Jelly's gonna do the protocol, grab the health potion, jam it in my mouth.
Drops down, jams it in your mouth. You go ahead and roll your health potion dice and bring yourself back up.
Thank God for sidekicks, man.
And it's
fucked up.
and it's still in the creature's range, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity on Jelly. Next is conversion. Let me zoom back.
I will go ahead and move up next to Gurk. 30 feet. I will see Jelly pouring a potion down Tim's throat. Go, aha. And so I will go ahead and let's see, what is the range on that? I will go ahead and use Channel Divinity.
Okay.
Twilight Sanctuary.
Is that a moving bubble with you?
Yep, it is centered on you, 30-foot radius, filled with dim light. Lasts for 1 minute until you're incapacitated or die. When a creature ends a turn in the sphere, you grant that creature one of the benefits. It either gains hit points equal to D6, D6 plus 4, or ends charmed or frightened.
How big is it?
It's a 30-foot radius. So it should reach to 10.
Yeah, should go 10 more feet. It's just sized for a smaller grid.
If I make it bigger, it's going to make conversion bigger.
Yeah,
But that is how we do it.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Oh, thanks, dude.
After conversion. Is that it, conversion?
Actually, no. I can bonus cast or bonus action cast spiritual weapon, and I will go ahead and I don't see the guy to the left yet.
Correct.
behind the
Yeah.
tent.
You've got this man. That's about the only one in your line of sight.
I'll smack one of the ghoulings.
Okay. This ghouling is. There's actually two ghoulings in this same space because they're both attached to Jelly. So we'll put it right there. Which one do you want to attack? The one on Jelly or the one on Tim?
The one on Tim.
Okay, go right ahead.
That was a 19 on the roll,
Yeah, that hits.
and it is D4 plus 7 points.
Little squelching sound, and the creature is killed.
Clutch.
Okay.
Thanks.
After conversion is literally everybody else. The kid turns into the rat again up here. With his second transform of the day.
I assume he's gone forever.
Yeah, or he's just waiting for his friends to kill you all.
Yeah.
But that like the rat he disappears. Now it is almost impossible for you to get a shot on him. Everybody moves forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, he's going to keep his distance. They're not like the biggest fans of this creature.
Guys, write that down. That's meta knowledge.
Dun-dun-dun.
30. This guy is going to peek his head. So all of you do see like another guy around this corner as he peeks around, points a crossbow at Girk and takes a shot. Does a +5, 22 hit, Girk.
Oh, yeah.
You all hear like the heavy sound of a crossbow bolt being fired, and you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh my, I didn't know crossbows could do that much damage. I would have had one.
It's a heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
D10.
It's a big gun. And he ducks back. He ducks back behind for full
Well,
cover.
I guess we know who I have to attack now.
Good.
Yeah, you all see him. He is very obviously
I have to make a save to attack anybody else, so.
just rage boils in you as you're like, you have chosen death, I see.
It's like, oh, bad choice, buddy.
That's the bandit's round. Oh no, this bandit's going to take a pot shot at Tim Toothy, who's on the ground, because he has advantage. A natural 20 on the first roll.
Isn't he in still the creature's grasp still?
Yeah, technically he is, because the creature never took his turn to ungrapple it. Tim Toothy is still grappled. It like hears through. The bandit's going to try and take a pot shot. It does with a nat 20. I need a d6. Where's a d6? I don't have any out. Give me 1 second to find a d6. There it is. You take 9 points of slashing damage as the scimitar just buries itself in you on the ground, Tim Toothy.
Oh, I'm going back out.
Going back down. That's the bandits. Next is the ghoul. The ghoul Jelly needs to make a wisdom saving throw. You're unconscious, so I'm not going to make you make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 17.
Natural 17 is good. The feeling of dread doesn't continue. Hmm. 3. I'm gonna roll a d3. Oh, it's upstairs. Dang it. Okay, fine. I'll just use a d6. 1, 2 is Girk. 3, 4 is Conversion. 5, 6 is Clarny. All are targets. Girk 1. The creepy creature's other arm that isn't attached to Tim Toothy. The same very unsettling thing happens where it doesn't look like it thrusts its arm forward. The arm just extends at a rapid rate towards you. Advantage because it's with allies. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oof.
That sucks.
I'm going to politely disagree.
Yes. You just sort of like take a step back. The arm extends past you and then begins to retreat back. And it like recoils back to its
So
arm.
it's got a 35-foot range with that?
It has a 60-foot range. Yeah.
That's yeah.
So as it pulls it back, you can't no attack of opportunity on its
No.
arm?
No. But I need a wisdom saving throw from Tim Toothy, as it is a grappled creature still.
It's going to be a 15 plus 1, 16.
So you instantly fail 1 death save, as you take half damage. I should have just let you take 1 anyways and moved right along. But you are reeled ever closer, and now we're like, he's pulled you up, so you're no longer prone. You're like chest to chest with this creature, and his weird long neck has your lolling head and the like crook of its neck, and it's just reeled you in real close, almost using you as tactically it looks like a meat shield, but it just seems to want to hold you close. That's his turn. Ghoulings. That one is going to deal damage to Jelly. Jelly takes 2 points of necrotic damage from the creature that that's attached to it.
Okay.
And that's because you're unconscious. That's all you see. Clarny, you're up.
Okay, let's see here. I'm probably gonna let's go ahead and scoot me up in there with everybody else. Kind of put me on the left of over there. Yeah, give me over there. And then you can go ahead and have Carney run up there with me now too. That way we're all kind of like closer in. And then I'm going to. Can you zoom in and let me see like the little guys? What we got going on there? I'm going to throw my hammer at one of the. Let's do the bandit in front of the tent there.
You got it. The one that stabs Tim.
Yes, him. That's the one.
Thanks, bud.
And let me see how I do this throwing again. So I do the. Okay.
He's 30 feet away from you, so you have disadvantage on the throw. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's 20 foot. 20 foot, 60 foot.
It's 60. Yeah. Yeah.
So you have disadvantage.
Okay. So let's go. And that was an 18 to hit.
Okay. 18 hits. He is not a giant.
Thank you for the clarification.
Making sure everybody's on the same page here.
Actually, that was 22 to hit because I didn't add my +3, but that's fine.
Yeah,
It still
he's a
hits.
bandit. He's literally just a dude. He's a rough.
Yeah, he's about to get hit with a hammer is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. And then let's see. I roll for damage. Oh, D8. Okay. Perfect. That is a 10 on damage.
Okay. You literally smash his skull. And I'm going to say he's prone. He's still alive. He has 1 health. He has 1 HP. Like, he's going to need help pronto if he wishes to breathe. But we'll delete him and have him be upset.
Does the blood come with the hammer whenever it comes back?
It does, yeah. It is covered in his blood when it reappears in your hand. Anything else, Clarny?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to be done on that. And then Carney is not going to do. Actually, let's have Carney kind of run up behind the tent. Can he run again? Can he move again?
Yeah, he can dash. Yeah.
Yeah. And then just kind of tuck him over there so he's not like stick. Yeah, for good.
Yeah, cool. After Clarny comes Craig. Craig, you're kind of back here in the darkness.
I'll move 30 feet up.
30. Cool.
Do I have a clear shot? I'll move my hunter's mark to the big guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. You've got advantage on that one. Nobody's taken a pot shot at him since the last guiding bolt.
All right. That is a 22.
That hits.
$17 piercing damage.
He is definitely bloodied now.
And that's my whole turn.
An arrow hits directly in the middle of its doll-like face and really punctuates the grotesqueness of this creature. Kirk.
Get me within 10 of the guy that shot me.
Right there.
Is this your table?
You just with your long bugbear arms swing from around the corner of the tent.
That is, where's my plus? Uh, 23 to hit.
Yeah. He can't even parry that. Oh, I'm sorry. My brain. I
do that. I do that too when I'm not. Yeah.
I do that when I'm playing like MMOs. If I'm like looking through my inventory, I'll literally do circles in the town.
Mm-hmm.
I get to re-roll 1s and 2s on damage. Thank you. Oh, that's better. 11. That's 16 points of damage. 17 points of damage.
Your axe just buries itself in his upper arm. If you had hit much harder, you probably would have severed his arm. It looks hurt.
Oh, he lives?
Oh yeah, he's the leader. This is the leader. He's a bit more of a seasoned fighter.
All right. We're gonna go again.
Okay.
We're gonna search.
Action search, nice.
-5 to hit. I'm going for maximum damage.
Okay.
That's a 17, 12, but plus 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Oh.
Yeah. He can't parry that either. That'd be a meets it beats it.
23 points of damage.
He's still standing. But this, yeah, I'm gonna say you've taken the arm this time. He's down an arm. The arm that was trying to reload the crossbow, you just take it, and the crossbow and his arm fall to the ground.
Second window bonus action.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself.
Go right ahead.
Nice. All right, I got all my hit points back.
Like panic in this dude's eyes. By the way, he did not expect for a creature he's never seen before with long and lanky arms to run up and sever his arm. After Gurk, Tim Toothy, death save, buddy.
11.
11, that's a pass. That's one pass and one fail. Jelly, what's Jelly doing?
Fucking. We don't have a plan for if that didn't work. I'm gonna just attack.
Okay. Who's Jelly got? Jelly's got one of the little things attached to her. There's a bandit nearby and the big
rip
guy.
that off.
Cool. Go right ahead and make an attack of on that creature.
Okay, so it's gonna be 11 plus 2.
Oh no, you can just use an action to detach it, or Jelly could punch it. You can just detach it as an action, which won't deal damage to it, or Jelly can try and kill it.
Jelly's gonna probably try and rip it up.
You got it.
So it's gonna be 13 plus 2.
That hits.
Yes, sick. And then 6 damage.
I shouldn't have done that. That's fine. That thing's dead. That thing is dead.
Big Jelly just rips it off and rips it in half.
Squishes it. Yeah,
squishes it.
Next up is Conversion.
Okay. I will go ahead and move the spiritual weapon since Jelly killed the other one that was attacking it. Yeah, I'll attack the big guy.
Okay, go right ahead. Make an attack.
Big guy, and I'm going to be casting Healing Word on Tim.
Okay.
What's
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do both of those things.
Oh, that's right. It's a bonus spell.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. Tim's right at 30 feet.
Correct.
Can I walk? Really bad idea. Jelly's in the spot I want to be in.
Jelly moved one space
Well, you
over.
could share a space with Jelly because she's small.
But she doesn't have the halfling. That's a
Oh,
specific.
really?
That's a specific.
I thought that was just a small creature.
No, because it's a specific racial trait of a halfling. I believe that's not the case. It's the Lightfoots.
Okay. In that case, I will walk up between to where the green spiritual weapon thing is. into that spot and feed Tim a healing potion.
Okay.
Nice. Thanks, bro.
Hello, I'm Conversion.
I'll save
So-
this after this.
Oh, what's my-
I'll save this size of ring.
So I had a 23 to hit it.
Oh, with the spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
You go, yeah, that hits it.
Or 6 points.
Bonk. Bonk. It bonks it. Bonks it real good.
Okay. Then I will redraw my sword.
How much did Tim Toothy heal?
It's what, 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Seven.
There you go. 7 hit points, buddy.
Sick.
Top of the round. Toothy, you're in that one.
Oh, are we supposed to be regaining hit points just being inside of
You get temporary
Roach's
hit
thing?
points. End of
10
your
hit
turn.
points. Yeah, at the end of your turn, you get 10 hit points. Well, you can choose to either stop being charmed or frightened, or you can get d6 hit points. D6 plus 4 temp hit points.
This one's going to try and kill Jelly. This one's running up to engage you, Gurk, to try and get his leader out. The leader's going to disengage and try and retreat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he literally like, help, help, help me. And he starts running away, and his most loyal follower comes up and engages you, Gurk. This one is going to try and kill Jelly. This one's coming up to fight you, Conversion. So, first one on Jelly. I doubt it. 13 to hit Jelly.
I think that's gonna miss. Nope, that hits.
That hits Jelly. Do. Jelly takes 2 points of slashing damage. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Little cut on Jelly's cheek. 1 on Gurk. I rolled a 5. That doesn't hit Gurk. And Conversion, 18. 18 on Conversion.
Well, pizza pizza.
Pizza pizza. 4 points of slashing damage as the scimitar slashes into a chink in your armor. You do see Conversion in particular, with being a wisdom class, you see that the one fighting you doesn't really want to be doing that anymore. He's like looking at the creature that you're engaged with on one side, looking behind you to see his leader retreat. He's following orders currently. Currently. Like the swing happens and you watch him sort of like take in the battlefield at the same moment you do. And you're like, oh yeah, this guy, not long for this fight, whether by death or his own fear. Jelly has a new nemesis. Just so you know. The guy that hit Jelly might not make it home tonight. That's their turn. It's now the ghoul's turn. Everybody in a 5-foot radius, which is you, Conversion, Jelly, and Tim Toothy, need to make wisdom saving throws.
Got a 12. Jelly got a 19.
12 total, Tim
Yeah.
Toothy?
Yeah.
Man.
I got a 14.
14. So both you and Tim Toothy fail. And you take 8 points of psychic damage.
You're a yo-yo, Trevor.
Yeah. Are you back down, Tim Toothy?
Yeah.
You wake up. And this feeling of dread overtakes you, and you just lay back down on the ground.
Back
You're
to
like,
sleep.
I'm safer in the void. It's better here.
I don't even know.
He's going. Conversion. You're the obvious target right in front of it. The arm, its arm that isn't attached to Tim Toothy extends towards your breastplate.
Okay.
It's one within 30 feet. He has enough allies to get advantage on this attack. A non-natural 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Dirty 20. So you take 19 points of piercing damage and are now grappled. And both of you get reeled in and are now stuck base to base, which you already were. And I need both of you to make another wisdom saving throw.
That much better. 23.
Okay, that's a success. Tim Toothy, you fail instantly and lose one death save.
Okay.
You take 13 points of psychic damage, Conversion, as this feeling of dread and just loneliness bears into you.
Okay, I'm going down.
8, 17, 13. That's
Yeah.
Even with 10 hit points, it's
Then that's their turn. Next up, Clarny. Wait, I get to. Do I? Or is the shroud still up? That's
No.
not concentration.
nope, it's down.
It's down.
Who is up?
Jelly, and Gurk and Craig and Carney.
Okay, where's Gurk at in this situation?
He's
Like,
this
where is
guy.
he?
He's this guy
Oh.
right here.
Oh, no, okay, there he is. I didn't see it. Okay, all right, cool. All right, let's say. Okay. I'm going to throw. Shield of Faith on Gurk.
Okay, Gurk has +2 AC.
Just to give him a little bonus. And then I'm going to. And that creature's still standing, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's still back. It's very hurt. Like, its large bulbous body is like yellow pus is draining from several holes, but in both of its arms it has Conversion and Tim Toothy attached. Like, you can see the tips of the arms through their backs.
I'm guiding bolting him again.
You got it.
you can't do that. Unfortunately.
Oh,
Because
because I
of
Yes.
just.
Shield of Faith. But you can
you
throw your
just- yeah.
hammer at it.
Yeah, throw on the hammer, though.
Okay.
So-
we'll move you in closer so that you don't have disadvantage on the attack. I'll make you smaller now just because it
Okay, that is a 19 to hit.
19 hits. 19 hits, buddy.
And then let me get my 8 out.
I used to know how to detach.
I rolled an 8. And then +3, 11.
How do you want to kill it, Clarny?
I want the hammer to, kind of like go between the two of them since they're like, impaled on his arms. And then it's like basically take its head off into the wagon behind it.
You got it. The hammer flies out. It's like weird baby face with an arrow in it. Looks up just in time for the hammer to collide in. The neck snaps horribly, and the head and hammer shatter into the wagon behind it. Destroyed. We'll flip And you're back up.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, what you doing, buddy?
30 feet forward.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Hunter's mark moved to this humanoid on the right.
Okay.
On the right there.
Oh, on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And then I will sharpshooter him.
Okay. You as you take the shot, you see him beginning to turn foot.
I got a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 24 damage.
You right through the heart. I don't think he even realizes he's dead when he hits the ground.
That's me.
Girk, you've got one in melee with you. He looks pretty mean. Looks like he was probably the lieutenant of this group.
Being the fighter that I am, I'm going to actually try and make the saving throw to not chase down the guy that's done damage to me, because that's what the axe wants me to do.
Yeah.
And I failed, so I will move past this guy. He'll get an attack of opportunity on me, but I have to chase.
How do you want to move forward? I'm not going to move you for you. Or are you just going to take, due to the curse, take the most direct
line?
5, 10. Okay, 2 attacks of opportunity on you. The first guy whiffs. Second guy whiffs. 3 and a 5.
Nice.
Go right ahead. Take your attack on him.
22 to hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a 12 on the dice, plus 5 is 17 points of damage.
You bury your axe in this guy's skull as he tries to run away, like holding the stump of his arm. The rod he had on his belt rolls away. The gem that was on top of it, which you admittedly hadn't seen before, the gem is now cracked. The creature died, so the gem is destroyed.
He moved 30, so that was my full 30 to get to him. So yeah, that's my turn.
No, it was 5, 10, because you have 10 feet of movement.
I have 10 left. Okay. I would. Yeah, no, I'd stay right where I am. I could still hit either of those guys when I turn back around.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no more attacks left, so.
Okay.
Next turn.
After Girk is Tim Toothy. Make a death save, buddy. Don't fail it.
15.
15. Let's pass. One pass. One save. What's Jelly doing? Jelly's got 2 combatants. One in particular that scratched her face.
Let's see. Jelly's gonna go for the nearest combatant.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 6.
A 6 to hit?
Yeah.
That misses.
Yeah.
A parry. The flat of the blade knocks Jelly's hand out of the way. Anything else?
No, that's gonna be it for Jelly.
Okay. Conversion. Death save. We're looking for 1s or 20s.
19.
What we're rolling for. 19. That's a pass. Now it's these guys' turn. He's going to see you bury the axe in that guy's skull. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that a
5,
disengage?
7. No, I think he's never seen a bugbear. So he just runs. He doesn't understand that you have the range to clock him. You do get to choose, though, as both of them do break at the same instant.
The one that was trying to be threatening to me would be the one that I would choose.
Go right ahead. Make an attack on him.
All right. That's a 19, so that's a crit. That's a 10.
I'm gonna say you just you take his knee out, literally he goes to run and your axe just slices the leg off and he just falls into the fire in front of him.
It was 24 points of damage.
Oh,
Just a heads up.
You just absolutely destroyed him. He burns up in the flames. This
Yeah.
guy is going to push past Jelly and go 5, 10, 15. And Jelly gets an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
Get him, Jelly.
It's gonna be 17.
That hits.
So, 5 damage.
5. He still runs, but Jelly gets a good kidney punch on the way by.
Well, Jelly's also got the sentinel feet, so I don't know if that matters.
Oh no!
It does matter.
The poor guy. Jelly tackles him to the ground.
Yeah.
He doesn't go anywhere. I thought there might be survivors, guys.
No, I was gonna kill that guy either way.
I know.
Yeah.
Jelly's
I know you were. And Clarny, you're up. You got some fallen allies and
who-
one guy.
Somebody be healed to be brought back, or is everyone like kind of like just?
Yeah, no, healing brings people back.
Healing brings people back, yeah.
Oh,
The reason we're still in initiative is more because they're making death saves and less about the bandits, who I know you can absolutely slaughter. Because
is that one bandit? Is that the only one left standing?
yeah.
Okay, well he's gonna hammer. Okay.
Jelly's got like both of his legs. She's got like an arm wrapped around either leg and is dragging her body.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, that's the one she just stopped. Okay, well that's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. He's probably dead. He's got 6 health.
And that was an 8 plus 3, so that is 11.
Your hammer goes right through his chest. He like manages to look down at the open cavity that was once his torso, and then he collapses.
He dead.
Tim Toothy, make a death save, buddy.
Oh, wait, it's me, right?
Oh yeah, you got
totally. To the left there. I'm gonna go 30 feet straight to the left. No, just straight to the left from where I was.
5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, I'm gonna listen for a rat and then take a shot at disadvantage.
No, come on, let the kid leave.
Do I need to make a perception check?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Got a 16 and a 17, so the 16 would be 24.
You hear rustling in the distance. It's a windy night. You don't know if it's a rat or the wind. Take a shot.
All right. Disadvantage as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not sharpshooter. Not bad. Let's see. It's 8, 13. I rolled a 5. No?
No. No. I thought about giving it to you at 15. I was
Yeah.
I was sitting on 20 as the DC to shoot the rats in the darkness.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was thinking about 15, but a 13, the arrow hits a tree and the rat scurries off into the night.
All right.
All
Then I'll
right.
my next turn I'm rushing over there to do a cure wounds if he hasn't got them both.
Okay. Girk, do you got anything to save your allies?
I do not.
Okay. Tim Toothy, make a death save.
It's gonna be an 8.
An 8, that's a fail. That's 2 fails, 1 pass. Conversion, make a death save.
15.
15, 2 passes, 0 fails. Clarny, what you doing?
I'm going to hold on a second. I can despair the dying. Would that help anybody?
Yeah, that
Okay.
that
Yep.
puts people at 0.
All right. Let me get up there and I'll touch Convergent first because he can.
Well, 0 makes you unconscious. It doesn't
it wouldn't
wake you
wake
up.
him
You're
up.
just You're just unconscious on the ground, no longer dying.
If you have cure wounds or
Okay, well
healing
then let me do
word,
Tim. Let me do Tim then, because
Okay.
he's closer to not.
Tim
with
no
us
longer
anymore.
making death saves. Craig, what you doing?
30. Well, I'm gonna have to dash. I'll get right next to conversion.
Well, okay, yep,
That's me for now.
okay. Dirk, you just gonna join this sort of like the pile over here, looking at your allies.
No, I'm gonna actually search around outside towards the leader, see where thought he was running to.
Okay, he looked like he was just running into the woods. You like do a preliminary search. He lost an arm and was just straight up retreating.
Okay.
There was no escape plan. They probably felt fairly confident with that monstrous creature under their control that they could beat any traveler. You are not the an ordinary traveling group. Conversion. Or well, Jelly. Jelly gets a turn. What's Jelly gonna do? Tim Toothy, you're just unconscious on the ground.
Billy's got that person tackled, right?
That
they're
person
dead.
has a hole in his chest and is dead.
But Jelly still got it grappled, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's see if Jelly knows this person's dead yet. Jelly rolled a 6, still grappling.
Jelly is like grossly chewing the leg, trying to like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Perfect.
Yep. Conversion, make a death save.
14.
14. You are stabilized on your own. You all watch as Conversion's breathing goes from a labor to a more normal keel.
Right. Out of initiative, I'm gonna get them both up with a cure wounds. I have 2 slots left. Have you
Wonderful.
guys seen the Green Mile?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing to them.
Weird.
Yeah.
Hate it.
But the opposite. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate it. We'll have
So conversion
will-
gets a whole lot, 12, and Tim Toothy only gets 5. I rolled the max and minimum.
to simplify things a little bit, we'll have Craig goes and gets the horses and the carriages and brings them over. And the bodies are pushed away and camp is easily set up for the evening for everybody to get a nice long rest. And we can call that there.
All right, we will loot them.
Awesome.
Well, we can do loot. We can definitely do loot. I don't have Livingstone. I have something built for Livingstone. I just don't like it, and so don't want to end up there today.
For sure.
Loot.
It looks more like a American Western town than something out of what I'm trying to build here, and I'm like, So loot. They all had. So there was 6 scimitars, a heavy crossbow, 19 bolts for the crossbow, a broken rod of controlling. Maybe Conversion would want that. It's like an arcane tool used for domination. The gem that held the magic is broken since the creature was defeated. The creature, by the way, melted into like goo and mist. There's no corpse of the ghoul. It probably wasn't a creature from this plane, is what you're guessing.
Okay.
I've added a scimitar. Kirk, you should take that crossbow that shot you.
Nah.
Looking at the bodies and this caravan, the bodies are probably a week or so old, and it was like a family. It looks like a young man, his father, maybe his uncle. There's a woman. The caravan looks looted. This seems to have been a laid trap by the bandits. This campsite looks like it was used by the bandits for the past couple days. There is some venison, water supplies, just about any type of gambling tool, like chess set, cards, dice, bones. Looks like, essentially just like a criminal's campsite. You also find about 160 coins of the realm in a chest. And let's roll this dice. And 4 50 gold piece diamonds. That looks like they were probably popped off of jewelry.
Virgin, do you want this crossbow?
No.
Take it.
It's a heavy crossbow.
You'll notice Girk has a longbow and a side of arrows, and he has never held them other than carrying them on his back.
Heavy crossbow is a good thing for me to just keep loaded and use once. So.
Yeah. Looking at Convergent, it dawns on you after you invest this. Convergent does not appear to have a ranged weapon.
That's why I asked. That's what he was sitting there looking at. He was thinking Tim Toothy and Jelly wouldn't want it.
Tim Toothy, your pride's hurt. Your you know, depending on how you want to do it, you might be thinking about running in as a tactic. You know, something for Tim Toothy and Jelly to sort of talk about. Is running in really the best option?
Yeah, you got a good point there. Inner monologue in my head. Man, sometimes you become really useful in these times because I almost fucking die.
Being yo-yoed from life to death for an entire combat really gives you time to think. It's an eternity and an instant at the same time.
Guys, I'm gonna go pee blood and think about stuff.
I'm gonna pee blood and cry blood and spit blood. I'll be back. Right. Okay. Loot. Anything else? Any questions, queries, concerns before we end it?
I will say Craig will never take like money or riches back because he doesn't think anybody will let him.
That's fair. Okay.